Hello students, in this video we are going to learn about the most common STD, gonorrhea. Gonorrhea. Gonorrhea is also known as CLAP. It is a contagious inflammatory disease affecting the genital mucous membrane in male and female. Contagious means highly infectious, the disease which passes from one person to another. It is the most common STD. Let us see the etiology. Etiology means causes and origin. How the disease occurs or what are the causes of the disease. So here we will study about the causative organism. So gonorrhea is caused by Neisseria gonorrhea. So the causative organism for gonorrhea is Neisseria gonorrhea. It is a bacteria. Neisseria gonorrhea is also called as gonococcus. It is a type of bacteria. It is strictly parasite of man. The coccus is gram-negative, oval or spherical, 0.8 to 0.6 micron with adjacent sides concave. Means they are having bean-shaped structure. They are arranged in pairs. See, coccus refers to the bacteria which are spherical in shape. Here the gonococcus is usually diplococcus, means they are present in pairs. Two cocci are arranged in bean shaped forms. It is aerobic, means it needs oxygen for their growth. The growth occurs best at 37 centigrade at pH 7.4. In these two pictures, you can see the causative organism Neisseria gonorrhea of gonorrhea. The first picture shows the polymorphs, infected polymorphs. Polymorphs are nothing but the lymphocytes present in the blood. Usually, Neisseria gonorrhea or gonococcus attack polymorphs and it infects mostly the polymorphs of the blood. And the second picture shows the exact shape of the structure of the gonococcus. Here you can see these are spherical or oval shaped bacteria which are arranged in pairs. Usually they look like bean shaped. They are having bean shapes and they are attached to each other. And they are having flagella, means they can move. They are motile bacteria. Let us see the mode of infection or how the disease spread. This infection or disease is transmitted during sexual intercourse. It also transmits from infected mother to the newborn baby. The eyes of the newborn baby may be damaged due to this infection. Sometimes the disease also spread through blood-to-blood contact. Symptoms of gonorrhea. The incubation period of gonococcus is 2 to 8 days. Incubation period of disease generally refers to the period between the entry of microorganism into the body and appearance of first symptoms. So here in case of gonococcus, you see it is 2 to 8 days, means after once the microorganism enters into the body, 2 to 8 days, after 2 to 8 days symptoms appear. Many people with gonorrhea develops no symptoms, but when present, symptoms may include pain, burning sensation or discomfort during sex or urination. A white or yellow discharge called gleat comes out from the penis or vagina. More frequent urination than usual. Urethritis, it is nothing but inflammation of urethra is common. Itching around the genitals. The gonococcus bacteria at a later stage can reach the heart and cause damage to the heart. Arthritis may develop as complications. Gonorrhea can also lead to infertility. In these pictures, you can see some of the symptoms of gonorrhea. Diagnosis means how the disease is identified. Diagnosis is made by examination of smears made of discharge from the urethra under the microscopes. From the discharges taken from the infected persons. We make a smear, and next we follow gram staining, and it is observed under the slide is observed under the microscope, and we can see the if the person is infected with gonorrhea means we can see the gonococcus infecting the polymorphs. Next, we can also culture these organisms. Culture of the gonococcus bacteria taken from urethra and cervix are also examined under the microscope. Serological tests such as flocculation test, radioimmunoassay or RIA or ELISA, that is ELISA means enzyme linked immunosorbent assay, are also helpful to identify the disease. So serological tests are nothing but these are the tests in which antigen antibody reactions are involved. For these tests, blood sample is taken from the patients and it is tested with all these tests in which antigen and antibody are involved. Treatment of gonorrhea. Antibiotics are effectively used in the treatment of gonorrhea as it is a bacterial disease and bacteria are easily killed by antibiotics. Hence, antibiotics are used to treat this disease. Penicillin is extensively used if it is not allergic to the particular patients. So, the most commonly used medicine or antibiotic is penicillin. If the person is not allergic to the penicillin, then we can give penicillin to the patient. Otherwise, we go for alternative options. We can use other antibiotics if the person is having allergy to penicillin. Other options are like alternatively we can use tetracycline, erythromycin, spectinomycin, spiramycin or oleandomycin. Depending upon the intensity of infection, antibiotics are prescribed for the specific period. So, depending on the infection intensity means depending on the disease, the condition of patient, the doctor prescribe the dosage of the antibiotics for particular days. It may be 3 days, 5 days like that. After the treatment is completed, follow-up examinations of urethral discharges should be made to confirm the absence of the bacteria. Once treatment is over, the doctor should check for the, he should examine the patient for the absence of the bacteria by taking the again urethral discharges and checking for confirmation that absence of bacteria. So follow-up examinations are very important in this treatment. Let us quickly see the prevention measures for the gonorrhea. See, it is almost similar for all STD. Prevention steps are same for almost all STDs. Education and counseling to reduce the risk of STD acquisition. Promiscuity should be avoided. Sex with single partner is the best method. Homosexuality and rectal sex should be avoided. Use of condoms during sexual intercourse. Washing before and after sexual intercourse. Detection of asymptomatic and symptomatic persons. Effective diagnosis and treatments are some important measures to prevent the disease.